Hello and welcome everyone to our Women Together Connect session. It's wonderful to see everyone, and I just love seeing everyone come into the room and share in the chat where they're coming from and what's going on for you all. Some of you are dealing with different types of weather patterns. Today, I'm in a warm place, so I'm sending everyone lots of warmth and both emotional and physical. And I see we're coming in from really all over today. So I see Arlington, Virginia, Winchester, Mass, Lynbrook, New York, Panama City, Panama, Palo Alto, California, Sweden, Woodcliff Lake, New Jersey, Tampa Bay, Florida, and just so many across the country. Aloha from Hawaii, West Orange, New Jersey, and around the world. Hi from Wales, East Village, New York, Toronto, Canada. Wonderful. London in the house. Fantastic. Palos Verdes, California, JC, New Jersey. Ogapoga unceded Tewa lands, also known in the last 500 years of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Wonderful. Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Wow, so wonderful to be together. For those of you who I don't know yet, my name is Antoinette, and I am the host of our Women Together Connect sessions, and so grateful to have the opportunity. We get to connect monthly, and that has been such a joy over the last number of years where things have felt chaotic and wild and ups and downs. And we've been able to just land in this space together and kind of have a little bit of a profound moment of connection. So often we bring in teachers and people who share some sort of guided experience. And I'm so excited for Megan's today. And to pass it over to you in just a moment. But to just say that this is such a special time to get to hear and experience these teachers or facilitated discussions, and then to have this time where we turn and talk to one another. And I think so often in our world, we've seen, the isolation and disconnection. So getting to actually just connect with each other for a few brief minutes after an experience like this gives us such a sense of community and connection to each other. So I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to do this and to continue. And what we'll do is just give ourselves a moment to land in this space, and then I will turn it over to you, Megan, who will take us even deeper today. So if you can get your feet on the ground, and if you can feel yourself present in the space in some way, wherever you are, you can close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or lower your gaze and just follow the breath inward. And I'll just give us a moment to just sit in stillness and silence and allow us to connect with the breath for just one moment. And when you're ready, you can just begin to return to the screen, to each other, and just sorry, just note for a second what brought you here today. And maybe it was to connect with all the different sounds in your life. I have new sounds in my life, but to just note for a moment what brought you here and how you are coming in today. So you can just type in the chat what brought you here, and I will turn it over to Megan, who will guide us into a much deeper experience. For those of you who don't know Megan, I'm so excited that she has agreed to join us today. She's a sound practitioner, yoga teacher, a mindfulness and meditation facilitator. She comes to sound modalities as a professional musician with a degree in classical music from Ithaca College. She is a multi-instrumentalist, has sung opera professionally, and is a singer-songwriter. Megan also facilitates chanting and kirtan events within the yoga community with a palette of beautiful tones from the crystal bowls, Himalayan bowls, drums, and gongs to the shruti box, tanpura, and human voice. Megan weaves a unique and unforgettable tapestry of healing vibration. Through her business Mind Sound, Megan has facilitated sound bath experiences for thousands of people. Megan has offered sound at Yahoo, Mindful, Warner Music, the Boundless Freedom Project, UCLA, in yoga studios, juvenile halls, and beyond. Megan currently lives and works regionally in upstate New York. She teaches nationally and internationally on the Insight Timer app, and you can find more information. We'll share it in the chat at mindsound.co. So really, grateful. I love how Rulan, you just shared in the chat, and it's so good to see you here too, that the power of listening is so powerful for us. And so wonderful to have so many here who are ready to connect with themselves and each other in this kind of deeper way through the power of listening and through the power of sound. So Megan, I turn it over to you for a practice here today.
It's so wonderful to be here with you. Thank you so much for having me out. If you have earbuds or headphones nearby and it's easy, then you may consider grabbing them just because you'll be able to hear a fuller spectrum of sound. But please don't panic if that's not useful to grab in this moment. Don't worry about it. So, there's so much that could be said about sound bath and sound modalities. I think what I'd like to say today is just allow the sound to meet you exactly where you are. Allow the sound to meet you exactly as you are, bringing your full wisdom, compassion, love, generosity, but also welcoming the parts of ourselves that are confused, that may carry grief or sadness, and inviting just the full spectrum of your humanity to be engaged with the sound. So we are vibrating beings down to our dancing, replicating cells. I'll say that again. We are vibrating beings right down to our dancing and replicating cells. The universe itself is a mysterious, vibrating energy field, manifesting, holding everything that's manifest and unmanifest. We even have in different spiritual modalities the idea that the universe was started by sound, whether it says in the beginning there was the word, or if we think about science, that the universe started with a big bang. That, my friends, is sound. So I invite you to start to cozy up how you're going to be for the next 20 or so minutes. You may want to be turned slightly away from your screen. You may want to have your eyes closed. You may wish to lie down. And of course, you may wish to watch because sometimes it's interesting to see what's happening. I'm just going to guide us briefly here in the beginning, and then we'll go more into just pure frequency and sound. But we are talking today, it is the season of love. We're considering self-love, self-compassion, self-kindness. So I did want to bring into the room a recent study done at Harvard in the field of psychoneuroimmunology. So let's unpack that for a second. Psycho, our feelings, our emotions, our psychology. Neuro, our brain. And immunology, our immune system and all the amazing processes that support our life and our well-being. So they found that after just 2 weeks of saying kind phrases to yourself, that there were visible reduction of inflammation in the body. There was an increased production of oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, and that actually the speaking kindly to ourselves was shown to have more effects than supplements. I'm going to say that again, that the speaking kindly to yourself was able to have more effects, more measurable effects than supplements. So I drop that here as we consider self-love and self-compassion not as a wooey pie in the sky idea that I'm talking about, although I do talk about it, but really because there's quite profound science behind it, the efficacy, the power of really weaving self-love and self-compassion into our body, mind, and spirit. So I actually printed the exact phrases they were using in this Harvard study. I'm kind of nerdy like that. I like to know. And what they used was, you're safe. So put a hand on your heart and maybe a hand on low belly. And you can say it out loud, or you can just think it in your mind. I am safe. And really wiring that sensation of safety and well-being down through the body. You may feel a sense of warmth or energy flowing, maybe even a sense of chills or tingling in the body when you really bring it down, not just an idea in the head, but into the body. I am safe. The other phrase they used is, I am healing. There's always so many processes happening and unfolding in the body, so let's call in the healing processes. I am healing. And the third phrase they used in this specific study is, you did well today. I did well today. I am doing well today. So the you did well today is kind of an end of the day reflection. Again, that's self-compassion, that's self-love. Things go wrong, things go well, but at the end of the day, we honor our good effort, we honor our good heart. So I invite you to call in vibrations of peace and love, well-being, bliss. You can, of course, become creative with your own phrases as you work with a practice like this over time. And as I'm sure you're already working with, again, not just having it be an idea, but feeling into that somatic possibility in the body of really embodying that self-love and well-being. So I invite you to just take a moment here, and as was so beautifully led in the beginning, centering back down into silence. And in some ways, perhaps all the sounds allow us to experience the silence more profoundly, and that is a great gift. So it's beautiful to share some sound with you. I'm going to pass it back over because I know you'll go into breakout rooms. Oh, so my prompt for you, well, first of all, you could just share how that was and what rose for you, of course. Another possible prompt is about, we use this word vibes, right? Like the vibes were off, or my vibe is off, or I'm feeling it, I'm in a good place. So thinking about your own vibratory field. How does it feel when you're like feeling great and you're vibing in such a good way? Like, what is the somatic element of that? What is the energetic element of that? What is the mental element of that? And then conversely, when you're feeling like not great, how is that somatically expressed, or what kind of patterning can you notice around vibes? So yeah, thank you.
So beautiful, Megan. Thank you.
So I'm not getting weird, so I'm not doing your sound.
Wonderful. So I think we are ready to go into breakouts where we will have just another bit of magic and just letting the experience of the sound bath that we just had to just continue to be with us and continue to connect with each other from this place rather than from the daily kind of ongoing chatter. So the invite it will be to follow one of the prompts, and even just be with each other for a few moments, knowing that we don't know what the other person had for breakfast, let alone what may be coming up for them in this moment. So we'll go into breakouts for about 15 minutes. And then we will see you back here, and we'll have a few minutes with Megan to just hear what came up and answer any questions. And then we will end for today. So enjoy the time together, this next bit of magic, and we'll see you back in 15 minutes.